Okay, amazing. Those are just joining us, welcome. As you can see, we've got a breakout on Bitcoin finally. It has kind of jumped back and found resistance at the top of the range. Again, as mentioned in previous posts, we've come back down, tested kind of this level here as new support. So keep a close eye on it. Entry could be on the horizon. It's not really ideal as of yet, but we are close to it. But yeah, those that are joining us, welcome. Feel free to message us in the chat any TA that you want us to go over. Appreciate the likes already on the stream, very much appreciate it. So let's go through a quick update this morning. So we've got some nice structure playing out on Bitcoin, right? We tried to, we took a long here, right? Our entry was somewhere up here where we actually broke out. We closed it off. We took our break even just because it wasn't really materializing. So it came back down, accumulated for a little bit of a period, continue with the positive structure along those ascending trend lines, and then we actually got that breakout, right? So we got a breakout early in the morning, about 2 in the morning. And we pushed all the way to the top of the range, right, before finding resistance, and now we're pulling back. Now, could be the case that we pull back a little bit further, come a little bit closer to this level over here, which is also in line with the moving averages and that trend line. That'll be a nice test, accumulate again, continue with that positive structure, and then go for the break. So, yeah, we're still sitting on the sidelines. We're not taken anything as of yet, but initial lower time frame structure has been broken to the upside, which is good. Okay, so we'll just wait for a little bit more structure here, ideally giving us an entry, and then we'll play it to the next area, which is somewhere between 28k and about 28.5. It could be the case that we break out through the longer term trend line, okay, and push all the way to the top. So it could be the case that we start to accumulate. We've got a nice increase in volume, especially at this last sort of stage here, and we've broken out. So it could be the case that the buyers are starting to come in nicely, and we start kind of pushing up to these higher levels here. If we manage to break, then we'll start looking at some of these targets up here as next resistance, okay. But yeah, things are starting to move, which is nice, just because obviously we've been kind of ranging, not doing a great deal after this move down. So yeah, let's see what we can get. Now, in terms of the FX space, the FX space being booming, okay. Lots of movement. We sent out 3 trades, 4 trades yesterday night. All of them came in. One of them was gold. We brought our take profit into profit. Okay, so we got slightly tapped out just before the huge move down towards the 1950s, as you can see. Coming back down to this area of support, so we'll keep an eye on it. At the moment, obviously, that move's been made, so there isn't really an ideal entry as of yet. Okay, so we got that continuation. So we're back at this area of support, this low. So we'll see whether we can hold. It could be the case that we breach a little bit lower and then start to see some buyers coming back in, or we could literally just smash through it. Okay, we could continue coming down. This is your longer term trend line here, so it could be the case that we just come down and tap it. So price moving towards the 1930. Yeah, got that 100 moving average on the daily there as well, so it wouldn't be too bad of an area to kind of chase and take some profit there. So we'll see how things kind of play out. Hopefully we can get an entry. Just get rid of this. Yeah, we'll see whether we can get an entry. There's going to be a little bit of stalling most likely at this level, so we'll see whether we can get kind of this bearish structure continuing. Okay, so since we're here, we come up, retest, and then we continue our way down. But yeah, for now, we just wait. So that's your gold. Let's touch on oil. Okay, it is down for the day. You're right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You're right, Serge. Welcome back. So oil. So a nice move back down. Again, it's just building up on structure. Very, very, very volatile, as you can see from these swings. We've come back down, holding some bearish structure. We are compressing, as you can see. So we'll see whether we can break, come down towards these levels. If we manage to do so, probably going to trigger a little bit of a stronger sell-off. Maybe push towards that $70 mark. If not, if we continue to hold this point here, we're just going to move back up or continue kind of moving up and down and building up on structure. But I think the main point to take is that we are compressing, okay, which is a good sign. Um, yeah, this was a nice move. Tap for liquidity straight back down. Saw the supply coming in, and now we're kind of rebounding and holding structure and moving back down. So we shall see how things kind of play out. Tested that 618. So yeah, you could actually look at potentially taking a short position here and just play it down towards probably just play it towards 70.3. Yeah, the only thing is being careful of moves like this where liquidity gets grabbed at those areas and then actually makes the move. um, Ideally we'd want that stop loss nice and tight, but we do need to take consideration in terms of the market structure that's been presented here. We are seeing kind of those taps back to the upside for liquidity and then straight back down. So you're seeing some like stronger moves to the downside once you tap for that liquidity higher up. Let me have a look because we could potentially take a short here. Got a little bit of a top here on the 1 hour. It's not looking too bad. Probably just move that a little bit higher. Do you think gonna go up short to hold that 1955? Okay, we're back on gold, right? Let me have a little look. Yeah, so in terms of structure to go back short, right? It's still looking very weak, right? Saw very little buy side coming in on here, very little buy side coming in on this kind of move back up here, especially these two last green candles. We tapped for that liquidity, and then we just made that impulse leg down. Yeah, ideally, kind of find a little bit of support here. Maybe move back up towards this level here, test for resistance, and then make that move. That's what we'll probably be looking at. Um, yeah, ideally come test this area here for resistance. That'll be nice. But we are at that support level back here, so move back up, test for support. Sorry, resistance, and then we actually make that break. Things are just still looking very weak. So yeah, we'll see. Okay, oil. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope everyone's well. Um, yeah, we could have a short position here. Obviously, we've come down. Just move this only for that. Da, 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 okay. little bit of structure just there. Also just here as well. So ideally, an entry anywhere between these 2 points here would be nice. Yeah. I'll dive into the FX space. I did check out some potential um, trades last night, so we'll see how they've developed. Um, just have a little look. Got a little bit of buy side coming in. Yeah, ideally within this area here, we'd want something, but I mean, it's come very close. It's holding that lower time frame structure just here. I'm gonna just add a little bit of margin here. Just give it another minute candle. Yeah. Yep. 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 Let's just move that. Yeah, we're finding a little bit of support here, which is nice. Okay. All right, we have taken a short here on oil. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be back. Just need to go and grab something. 2 seconds, guys. right then. Okay. Those that are just joining us, welcome by the way. Feel free to message us in the chat. Let me have a little look at what we can get. Alright, so we capitalised on a few last night. I mean, we've absolutely blown through here. Lots of green, 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 green. Okay. Very, very close. Da, 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 da. Nice trend line. Could potentially see that break. It's a nice area for support here. I'm kind of compressing at the moment, but so here's your kind of mini range, right? We're just looking very weak. Came back down, trending lower. I mean, ideally, see a nice move to the downside here, somewhere around here. Another test for that liquidity. Not getting too much. Nice amount of structure here. It's not quite right. These have all made moves, so I'll let them run. Right, oil's pushed up a little bit higher, so we'll add a little bit more margin in just a second. Okay, so we've come a little bit nicer into that area. So see what we can get. See if we can hold it. Yeah, somewhere around here would be nice. Just a little bit deeper into that area. Yeah, we'll see whether we can push a little bit deeper into here and we'll add some more lots to the position here. See if we can hold it. Yeah, I've got decline in volume here, which is nice. Those that join us, welcome. As always, I mean, if you're brand new to the channel, feel free to message us in the chat section. Any tier you want us to go over, more than happy to touch base on it. Those that are returning to us, welcome back. Thank you for joining. Let's see what we can get. Setting up a little bit of structure here. Tested this area. Still coming down. Might have a short. We might have a short. It's going to be pretty shallow. I'm not expecting anything hectic, just because we're still trending upwards on the lower time frame. Okay. Structure here. Literally just play it short. A little bit of sell side here, which is nice. Looks pretty sweet to take a short here. Still got 36 minutes left on the candle. Just holding. Not looking too bad. Yeah, let's take a short here. It's looking pretty good. See whether we can just come down to this structure where it saw a nice reaction. Again, just playing it nice and shallow. Nothing too hectic. Okay, we've come a little bit deeper into that area now. We're going to add a little bit of margin here to our oil trade. And then we've got one final input just here. What's up? Use parallel channels. It helps. Yeah, parallel channels help. Yeah. When there's a clear channel on the higher time frame, I'll pop it in. Lower time frame channels aren't really a thing. High time frame channels are worthwhile though. Yeah, let's see what we can get. Continue holding. Got a little bit of liquidity here. Which could be the case that we just range a little bit. Some nice levels all the way. Yeah. Yep. Got your dollar up on the day. Let's have a little look if we holding on to structure or not. Yeah. Could be the case that we start toppling over here on the dollar. Hold. Start to make a move down towards these levels here. Nice amount of structure to go off. Yeah. It's not looking too bad. Could be the case that we just come and touch the same level here. Maybe even breach it just slightly and then come straight back into structure. So what we got? Yeah, crypto's starting to load up, which is nice. So we got that breach. All that we're looking for is structure down here to hold, and then we can go again. Look for a potential long entry to continue pushing up and past, and finally past this kind of top of the range. This is what it's holding. So we shall wait for that. Yeah, oil's holding on to that level nicely. Yeah, and we got gold rebounding off that support level. Got a little bit of a double bottom there. Yeah. See whether we can hold this area. Now, I mean, it's been having a tendency to actually push a little bit past these levels, so it could be the case that we actually push somewhere around this region and still come down. It's been relatively choppy on its kind of consolidation phases, so gotta wait it out. What you're saying, TP'd there, but I hope will break that 1961. Yeah, 1961. You just got to be careful of these overextensions because you've been getting it over and over again here. Especially here overextension past. It has been happening, especially around here, see, where you have your resistance and it pushes just above and then actually comes down. But, I mean, it's starting to set some sort of structure. I mean, understandably, it was going to find a bit of support at this low. It's probably just looking like we're going to build up some structure ahead of that New York opening bell in a few hours. So it might be the case that we just rebound, build some structure, and then it actually starts to come down. Or maybe we just set a bottom and start to push back up. But yeah, we gotta wait. Just let it do its thing for a bit. It's not perfect. Relatively slow. That's a nice rejection there. Yeah, it looks pretty sweet. See whether we can get something maybe around that 50. Yeah, got potential. Thank you for the likes and thank you for the follows as well, guys. Very much appreciated. Um, see what we can get in today. Let's see what we can get. A little bit of movement. We're still holding here. Yeah, looking good now. There isn't much. Yeah, it looks like oil is the play this morning. So let's see what we can get. Looking pretty good. Tough liquidity just there. Lower high. So far, so good. See whether we can get that break. Get rid of that. We could actually come down all the way to sub 70. Got this structure here. Move it so you can see that nice wick retested perfectly. And then we've got pretty clear trend line just down here. So if we manage to breach, be a pretty decent move to the downside. Yeah. This is your play. Looking good. This morning's been good. It's been blessed. Capitalised on a few trades, which is nice. So, well done to those that got involved. Obviously, they were sent out last night, but closed this morning, all in profit. Can't complain. See whether we can get beneath this point. Da, 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 da. Need to get down. Looking good so far, though. Hi, how can I join you? I'll send you a message privately. I won't be able to give you that information on live. Unfortunately, TradingView won't allow me to do so. So I'll drop you a message privately. It's a nice test. Looking good. Slowly but surely. CAD Swiss franc is in profit. Let me get it up. Yeah, here we go. We've come down. So we're looking good on both trades so far. Okay, we got our trend line here. So it could even still be the case that we make that push, tap for liquidity at this area again, and then actually come down, or even breach it. We've still got a level that we could potentially test up here. Got that sweeping, 200. So yeah, just play it patiently. So far, it's looking pretty sweet. So just let it load up. Markets aren't moving too heavy right now, so yeah, just coming off the open volatility. It's worth just checking. We get a little bit of news coming out today, a little bit of data. Get PMIs that have already come out. US home sales, US PMIs, building permits. Not crazy amount of data, but we do get a little bit today. 23rd. So we got Andrew Beatty speaking in 33 minutes. That's Bank of England's head. Um, yeah, it's not crazy amount. We do get obviously the US PMIs, services PMIs, manufacturing PMIs. Yeah, and we got a little bit in NZD data later. But yeah, nothing too crazy, guys. Nothing too crazy. Pretty cleared out day. Thank you for the follows as well, whoever that was. If we manage to come into this area here, we'll add our last lot just here. So got a little bit of room. It could be the case that we just stick to this and actually then come down. A little bit of a price compression, so you just gotta be patient. Um, Finn Pofin, I've sent you a message. Do 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 do. looking good. Okay, I'm holding on to some support here. Also, if those are wondering whether we're going to trade Jerome's minutes meeting speech, as well as Janet Yellen's speech, we won't be trading that. Speeches, especially from the US, um, too volatile, way too volatile. So we'll be sitting on the sideline. We will be listening into it, but we won't be trading it until the speech is over and done with. Um, yeah, a lot of this upward and downward movement came from the previous speech that we had. So this candle here. Um, so yeah, not worth it at all. Da, da, da. Not too much movement today. Thank you for the follow. Got oil pushing a little bit higher again, as mentioned. Can tap for liquidity, still come back down. It's just setting up some structure, so um, we'll see how things kind of play out. We've already added margin here, added margin just here. Next allocation will be somewhere around this region. Excuse me. Right. Yeah, there isn't. These are the two picks for today. Oh, we're breaking out again. Alright, let's see whether we can break through the structure here on the 15. Just here. See if we can make that breach. If we can make that breach, we'll just bring that stop loss all the way down just above this area. That should break a structure that ideally we want to break. If we fail to, it'll be best just to get out, or likely just to get out. But yeah, let's see if we can break through that support. Breakthrough here is going to take us down. Got a little bit of structure just here, just around here, and then structure here, structure beneath. Could be the case that we just come all the way down around this area. That's your long-term trend line. Just here. Could see a little bit of structure and then come down, or build up and push right back up. So if you're looking to be in and out of the trade, that's kind of the point. Now you could get a breakout, you could re-enter on the breakout. So I mean, we'll see how things kind of play out, but tested for liquidity quite heavily there. Sell side still coming in. And we got that volume picking up here as we're coming down, so it can be a nice move to the downside. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the likes as well, guys. Very much appreciate it. It's just a really slow morning so far. Got a little bit of volume, a little bit of volatility on those EU PMIs this morning, but things have just slowed down afterwards. So just building up on a little bit of structure. It's not a great deal going on. I mean, even in the crypto space, that's why I'm not really touching crypto too much right now, just because, again, nothing crazy is occurring. We got that break of the trend line, but found resistance at that next kind of point. So we'll continue kind of being a little bit more heavy on the FX and commodities. Do do do. Let's have a little look at gold, see what gold's doing. Still holding. Okay, give it a few more minutes. If we start continuing just to get nothing, we shall move on. Okay, guys. Yeah, we're gonna hold these two trades. They're looking good. We're just gonna let it do its thing. We'll see how things kind of develop between now and that New York Open. Um, yeah, just let it do its thing. Oil's coming back down, still downward trending, so we should see a bit of a larger move coming in the next hour or so. Um, your Swiss Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, also looking good. Okay, we're just playing this nice and shallow, just straight down to the bottom of the range, the tight range that it's forming. It, um, yeah, so we'll see how things kind of play out. That's your structure that we're currently at. Okay, and in terms of oil, we've got a little bit of a wider structure, but as soon as we break through here and close it beneath it, we'll just move it straight, just above, right? So we'll just bring it nice and tight. If we manage to break through here, then we'll just move break even, and then we'll just move with each level. Could be the case that we just tap out here at that long-term trend line. If the seller's looking really strong, then we'll play it towards the bottom again. But yeah, things are looking good. Everything's coming into profit so far. So yeah, well done for anyone that's in. Again, we'll update you in the live stream if you're not with us. If you're with us, obviously we'll update you within those means, right? But yeah, thank you very much for joining, and I'll be back live about midday to about 1 o'clock UK time, and then I'll be staying on live for the New York opening bell. Okay, so hopefully we'll see you then. If not, enjoy the rest of your day, and see you soon. Thank you very much.